Dunn, and I'm here to ask myself an all-new question. Can I lope 10 days as a railroad inspector? This challenge was suggested by viewer and frequent commenter John Oosting. Thank you, John. Fantastic idea. I took your core and then added some nuances to it. So here's the basic idea. We are going to spawn in Coastal Highway, which means we are going to use custom and then interloper settings. We're going to start at the very beginning of the rail line. We are going to walk its entire length all the way to, you can see it on the map here. I'll just get into anything just so we can look at the map. Confirm, right, whatever. So you start here in Coastal Highway, and the rail line goes all the way. It actually doesn't go through Bleak Inlet. I think this is just the Ravine, Thistle, Mystery Lake, Forlorn Muskeg, Broken Railroad, and then on to Zone of Contamination and transfer pass and Zone of Contamination. And I'm very excited about this. It's a really cool idea. So we're going to walk the line, and we're going to track everywhere where the rails are broken. And I'm going to award myself points for every one that I find. So I'm going to drop 2 rocks anywhere where there's a break in the rails to mark where the repair crew should come fix it. Once I have spray paint, I will use spray paint for that. I'll give myself 10 points for every break in the rails that I mark. But I can repair the rails, and I will repair them using coal and a fuse. Initially, I thought I would do coal and scrap metal, but I changed it to a fuse during the recording. And yes, I'm recording this after. This is a new intro because I changed the rules and I want to clarify them. The only other rule is that I must sleep in locations that I can see from the rails. That's it. Other than that, it's standard Loper rules. I'm not too worried about the early portions, per se, depending on weather. Very worried about the later portions. Once we get out of Mystery Lake, this could get a lot dicier. The far territory stuff is very, very cold. I'm really, really anxious to see if I can do this. I feel like it's a super fun change of pace after our big HRV session, and I'm excited to get into it. So I'm going to now cut in yesterday's intro to the point where I started, picking, my feats and stuff. So here we go. Or I don't know. I'm excited to find out. Let's get into it. Okay. Will is our engineer. And I always do cold fusion. It kind of seems like people are maybe a little less into cold fusion than usual, but I might want to do Blizzard Walker again. I'm only doing 2 feats, because I just want to be able to keep moving. Okay. Railroad. I'm very excited about this one. This feels like a lot of fun. Hopefully I spawn near the tracks. Beautiful. What a beautiful spawn. Okay. This is exactly what we wanted, except it's kind of nighttime. Now, I want to start picking up rocks because I'm going to need rocks. And I want to start right at the end before I start looking at the rails. I don't know how many breaks there are. I just go with this stuff, so. But I love the idea of just walking the rails. I have some stories to tell when we get a little deeper into this. All right. Oh, and one of the rules is I can only sleep in locations that can see the rails from their site. I forgot to say that. So, I could go to Trappers if I want to, but I can't sleep there. I can sleep in Coastal because you can see the railway from the Coastal. From Camp HQ. Excuse me. That's it. Come on, guys. Work with me here. When I tested this on Pilgrim, I got decidedly more loot than this. Oh, no. Yeah, what if we never find matches? I'm not going through all of Coastal. I don't have time. We got to get to work. Yeah, if you look at the time of day, yeesh. I don't know about this. That's at least clear coastal. We'll start right at the very beginning. That's a very good place to start. Right down here with the last person who attempted to do this. Hello, sir. He looks very relaxed. Okay. So, no visible breaks here. Covered by snow is not a break. It's, you can tell the rails are bent up and stuff. I'd love to find a pry bar so that I can get more scrap. I can double back. I am allowed to go up and down the rails as much as I want. So far, Wallet is quite buried in snow. Appears to be clear. I'll give this a walk for a few steps before picking it up. Come on, OKC. My father is a huge train fan, so I grew up with more than an average person's exposure to trains, particularly steam trains. He was very obsessed with steam trains. There's a train he would talk about, 3985. I know the number. It's some amazing steam train. And then there was another, the Big Boy, which was some kind of super huge locomotive. It was really, you know, a lifelong passion for him, similar to my passion for mountaineering history. Might grab a few cattails over here. Oh, Will. Don't be so dramatic. And, yeah, so trains have always held a bit of a mystique for me. That was kind of burned into me. I grew up in Western Massachusetts, which is why I have no accent. Or I don't have the Boston accent. I mean, I have an American accent, but I don't have a Boston accent. But my grandparents lived in Boston, specifically Dorchester. And I used to visit them a lot and ride the T, which is the MBTA, which is the subway, you know, public transit system there in Boston. And I loved riding the T. So that's like another train connection for me, is that, as a kid. Like, that was my dream job, was to be a subway car driver. Like, I thought, like, that was just the peak. That was like the, you know, like an astronaut. It was just the guy who drives the subway car. I loved the fact that the lines had different colors. Red line, green line, blue line, orange line. And when I lived in Italy, there's a whole bunch of train systems there. I never really got to ride them, which I regret. I wish I had taken the time to do that while I lived there. And, you know, there's trains everywhere. There's train tracks, you know, not super far from where I live now. And it's funny because my wife and I go out walking a lot. And, you know, if we hear, like, a lawnmower or someone's a leaf blower or something, we're always like, ugh, you know, way to intrude upon nature. You know, or, you know, big truck jake braking or something. But the sound of a train horn never bothers us. Like, it's just a nice sound. Okay, so here is a first guaranteed break in the rails. How am I going to mark this? Is it going to let me put 2 stones down here? I hadn't thought this through. I feel like this is the part of Bleak Inlet the train is in, is this. I wonder if you can see the trestle from Bleak Inlet anywhere. Okay, so can I... What happens if I drop this stone? Where'd it go? It's gone. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, gosh, I can do this. Where's the other one? Oh, no. I gotta keep dropping stones until I Drop one where I can see it. There it is. This is delicate work. Okay, over to the other side. We've got a second break here. This one is going to be even trickier to mark. Oh, I don't like this.
Goddamn freezing.
Okay. Okay, that's 2 breaks marked. So, I guess 20 points on the board. I love the trestle. I think the trestle is just so cool. There's a lot of really cool and impressive, like, things to see in this game, but I think this is the most impressive. The first time I saw it, I was just awestruck by it. And it was one of the first times I left Mystery Lake and, like, started to go to other maps. And I had never been to Coastal, and I just come around, like, you come through this tunnel, and then you come around the corner, and suddenly you see this, and you're like, what? No way. Can I go on that? And you can go on it. Okay, now here we have a bend. Now the rails clearly break here. All right, the rails are broken here, so we can mark this one. But we need more stones already. So this is not marked until I get another stone and come back. Okay, here we go. We'll just take you. All right, so that's 30 points. I'm just keeping track in my head. I'm sure I'll have an on-screen representation. Please grab more stones. I mean, there's probably more damage under the snow there, but we can't see it to verify. Thank you again, John, for the suggestion. I always appreciate the suggestions. I write them all down. And then when it's time for another series, I go look at the list and compare them against my own. And, you know, sometimes I'm balancing how much prep time will it need. This one required very little prep time and won't be too hard to edit. Anything where I have to keep updating on a ticker, though, is a bit challenging to edit. Because I gotta on-screen note when those things happen and make, you know, an editing. I have to add the sound effect and all that. So it does, like, budget was a little busy. And now I'm realizing this one's going to be busy, too. But I love the idea so much. I don't mind. Hopefully I won't miss any. I also like any challenge that adds value to items that is more than they normally have. So like stones right now are more important to me than normal because it's the only way I can mark a break. Coal is something I might want to keep instead of use so that I can repair a broken section. Oh, I wish I had said for repairs, you know what? I'm changing it on the fly. On the fly, I'm changing it. For repairs, you need a coal and a fuse because I want the fuses to actually mean something. So, coal and a fuse. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. It's my challenge. Coal because coal goes with trains. No break so far, unless I missed one. It's possible. Alright, now we do have a sideline here that we gotta check. Pop into this cave. Hello, bunnies. I can't cook you, so feel free to frolic and play. Laugh at me. Okay, that's all clean. This. just finished recording an episode of Chef. I'm glad to be able to just take whatever food I want. I'm not taking that rope. Oh, the stem. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take it. We can afford the wait at the moment. I might want to shoot down the rope and get the stem. There is a bed down there. But I can't sleep there because I can't see the train.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Yeah, I know, Will. Sorry that you didn't warm up in the cave. There's not a lot I can do about that. The life of a railway worker is not an easy one, Will. So when I was a teenager, in a situation that's true of a lot of people when they're teenagers and in general, my life kind of sucked. And I was very depressed and unhappy a lot of the time. And one of the things that I used to do was walk the freight line rails they weren't really near my house, but I walked a lot. And I used to walk the rail lines. They weren't that heavily used. You could hear the trains coming a long way away, and it was just quiet, a lot of solitude, and I would just do a lot of, that heavy teenager thinking. And so I have always connected rail lines and walking them with a kind of peace and, clarity almost. And that's something that, like, that vibe is all through the game already. So this really lines up for me. Now this is a run with a clear end game in mind, so this is not a run that I think would go into a, how long can I lope? I'm not going to be picking up feathers. I'm not going to be trying to prep this for, a long-term run. This is more about getting the job done. And how many points can we score while doing it? I already went in there. I'm going to leave the rope. I don't think, what's my hypothermia risk? It's pretty decent already. I don't know that I want to deploy it. I think I'm just going to leave it. We'll check the other cave. I love Ravine. Ravine is another, serene, restful location, despite the fact that I'm currently dying. I'm not dying badly. When I used to first start out at Loper, I'd see my condition, in these kind of states, and I would freak out. Like, oh, I'm dying. I mean, technically you are, but it's fine. Okay, I'm going to check the cave, and then I'm going to head back to the rails. Sorry for all the huffing and puffing, but it seems appropriate with Will. Huffing and puffing on the railroad. He's been working on the railroad. Now, when I was a kid, I used to love it when the trains would go by, when the car would have to stop, at the, cross thing, and the trains would go by, the big freight trains. And, the caboose. I used to love the cabooses. And they stopped using cabooses a long time ago. But a caboose was a little house that would go on the back of the train. I was fascinated by that. It seemed like a great life. Just riding the rails. Are we warm back here? Can we check?
Up soon.
We are warm back here. Maybe we give him a few minutes back here. Gosh, Will. I really wish we had found, anything. This isn't going to help you. This is not going to help you. I am sorry, William. You're going to be taking some damage. Doing lots of sprinting. Lots of wheezing. Oh, wheezy Will.
cold to think.
Alright, we gotta keep an eye on the tracks here now. Any brakes. So I'm amazed actually that this line was this windy. This is quite the curve here. I would think they would have to slow down a lot to take this curve. If this was the original, you know, inclination. Now, is this is a break here. I would consider all of this to be one break. Which I now can't repair because I changed the rules. So we will mark it with our 2 rocks. Give me 10 points, that's 40 points total. And I forgot to go into this thing. I can enter any locations I want. I just can't sleep anywhere that can't see a train. See the train tracks. Like, isn't within sight of the train tracks. We can interpret those rules as harshly or loosely as, you know, each of us desires if we do our own versions of this. I'd be very interested to see someone else do this and, you know, how many points could they get. Some dogs barking outside. I doubt you can hear that. Visual inspection continues. I guess it's buried there? Yeah, there's no evidence of the break. It's a weird incline. That, however, that's the end of a rail there. Put 10 points on the board. We are at 50. Technically, we are still on the rails, despite the fact that we can't see them. There they are. Now, I would appreciate Scoopy staying off my butt here. Because I need to go sleep and warm up. We'll pull into the station for the evening. Okay. Probably loot in the morning. We need water. Damn it, we need to go across the street to get water, but it might be too dark to get it. This sucks. This does suck. Yeah, it's definitely too dark. Okay. That makes me unhappy. That makes me unhappy. Should have thought that through. I'm like, oh, I can get water when I get there. No. Not unless we get an Aurora. Some really fortunate matches. Didn't happen. Well, we'll heal until we don't. Oh, this is gonna make it worse. Just eat the cattails because they don't lower your hydration. All right. Oof. Give me 6. That's definitely unfortunate. Yeah, we're sitting right at the center line here. Tomato soup will give us a little hydration, I think. 22%. Ugh. A little. Sleep an hour. I have to go an hour at a time, I think. I'm fully rested. Well, I already am out of hydration, so I might as well eat now. And then, oh god, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Check the truck, maybe? Ugh. Super scary weather. Because of the low visibility. Makes me very nervous about the wolf. Nothing. Freaking book. You're gonna show me crate. I can't see. I have a better chance of finding something in the entry room of the dam than in here. It's too cold to head down the street. Otherwise, I would head down to, I also can't get out. There's the dam exit. Cardboard box. Oh good, the weather got worse. I saw that stump there, and I swear I thought it was a wolf waiting for me on the inside.
I'm so thirsty I can't think straight.
I know, Will. I miscalculated. Okay, I'm sorry. I have tried before to memorize the path in the dark to these toilets, and I just can't get it. I even wrote down 10 steps this way, 4 steps to the left. I can't seem to pull it off. Loper! Don't do this to me! Alright, how long till daylight? Probably 4 hours. We take another 8% in 4 hours. Open fridge. Nothing. Okay, that's this. I can't do this can thing. See, I feel like we should be there. But we're not. Wait! Oh my god, I did it. I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I did it. Holy cow. I am amazed. Okay, so I guess we'll just pass time now. Or maybe we'll make these mushrooms. Some rose hips. Tinder, so that when I do find matches, I'm not surprised that I don't have any tinder. Listen to my confidence when I find matches. Alright, I guess, yeah, I gotta pass time. Ew. So apparently you can't see even during the day. I kind of thought you could. Oh no, what if I can't get out of here? See anything? No. I mean, we should be able to see now. Yeah. Oh boy. Fine. I could be stuck inside the little toilet stall. Yeah. Wait. Wait! Oh my god, I found my way out. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm like, oh god, what am I gonna do? I can't get the other water. Okay, well, we gotta get out of the dam before it kills me. Wow. You could just see the panic on my face, I'm sure. I have no way of avoiding wolves, but I want to try to get to Camp HQ. And this weather is as good as it's going to get. I could sleep, but this is pretty forgiving weather. If I go sleep, though, I'll heal some more. It's not like it's gonna get warmer. Okay, no more breaks in the track so far. Although, big section buried here.
Can't feel my hands.
Yeah, I know. This is a rough one, Will. No matches really sucks. And I don't think Camp HQ will give us any. I don't usually find matches there. I'll take those mittens, though. Oh, wow, another gun book. How fantastic. Candy bar. That's it.
I'm so cold.
Yeah.
Just want to lay down.
It's
for a
all
bit.
cold and shit. I know. Okay. It's called the apocalypse in winter. Get into it. Okay. Possible jerks up on the right. Yes. Was that a break in the track?
All I can think about is food.
All you should be thinking about is wolves. Because we have about Zippo in the options department at the moment. Okay, so far, no breaks in the tracks. Yeah, no, not on me now, not here. I don't have a way to get away from you. Okay, I don't know that we cleared these tracks. We're gonna have to come back and recheck them. What a jerk. I'm just a dude doing a job, man. Hello. Well, I can at least bonk him in the head if I want to. Okay, we can check from here. Maybe. What's that? On the right. Rock or wolf? Rock. Guys, need the need the matches here. Flare. Anything. We'll get a flare in the boxcars in Muskeg. Alright, I'm going to pull into Camp HQ here. We'll loot that, and we'll probably call this one there. So far, Mystery Lake train track has been clear, but we do have a section that we haven't checked. And I may need to detour here for a while to try to get more supplies, because I'm not going to last long without matches or water. Mag lens? Salt. Why did I even take it? I'm not going to use the salt. Drop it. Mag lens. Take another can. Although there's going to be a cooking pot here. I mean, I don't hate finding a bandage. Maglens hasn't been here in a long time, but I still check every time. Skillet. Cooking pot. Spray paint. We actually need it. Coffee.
I could eat anything.
Could you eat a potato? Nope. Wait. There you go. But you can't. Because you need to cook it. I think I need that whetstone right now. Ooh, very, very carefully hidden flower. All right. Upstairs. Sure, for now. Maglens, 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 maglens.
This stuff
Yes.
will come in handy.
We have a way to make fire anyway. It's not reliable. It's something. Hockey jersey? Nope. That's it, huh? I was kind of hoping for... I mean, I'm not going to complain about the maglens. Happy to find the maglens. I don't have a sewing kit, so we can't make any hat. We are currently hatless. I'm going to eat quick. The 25% candy bar. I'm going to sleep an hour to get the save and warm up. We're going to call this one here. I think we're at 50 points, 40 points, 50 points. It'll be correct on the board. And yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I like this. This is fun. It's very targeted. It's very directed. I'm not wondering about what maps am I going to go to. It's very much go down the line, find the problems. And I'm having a good time with it. I really, really would like some matches. We have to remember there's a section of Coastal Highway that we did not, excuse me, there is a section of Mystery Lake that we did not check. We need to go back and check that. What day is it? It's day 0. So that is going to do it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you could do the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, those do all really help me. I'll be back tomorrow with more adventures in the long dark. Until then, stay safe, take care of each other. See you next time.